I'm gonna try and make a little fishing video today. We're gonna go down on the docks and do a little bit of dock fishing because we can't get the boat in the water today, and I'll show you why. The ramp is covered in snow, and I got my truck parked up at the top of the hill way over there because I might have to go to work on Sunday, and I don't want to be stuck down here. So we're gonna grab a fishing rod and some jigs. Let's see what kind of rods we got to deal with here. This is my favorite. This is my favorite rod. Just the glory of shit needs to be changed. Shoot. Spot. I can't see nothing. What will I do first? Oh, I like that blue ice. I'm gonna try this blue ice and chartreuse first. Alright, put these in the pocket. We're not gonna keep any fish because right now I got a bag of fish de-thawing. Is that what it is? De-thawing or unthawing? Thawing in the kitchen. All right, y'all. Follow me over. We're gonna go do some fishing. I'll try to get a fish on camera. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Weatherman said that it wasn't gonna get above freezing today, but it's like 35 degrees right now. I'm pretty sure that's above freezing. Taking a shortcut this way because I am wearing my tennis shoes. Looks like Joe's had his four-wheeler out. It's kind of breezy. A little slip and slide in there. That's what you get when you wear your tennis shoes out. And this stuff. Maybe I'll walk on the snowy part. I gotta cut across the way here. Probably gonna get a wet foot. Dagnabbit. Well, that's the price you gotta pay when you are trying to catch a fish. This is what will keep me from fishing very long. Hopefully this walkway ain't too slippery. There's something walking down through here. Kind of look like deer prints. Oh, I don't know if you can see that over there. There's a good wind blowing across here. This is one of my favorite places to go for a little wintertime crappie. We put out some gigantic brush piles all around this dock here. There's a couple of places in particular that work really, really well. Let's see if we can catch a fish or two on camera. Let's see what happens. It's about 25 foot deep right here. We're going to drop down pretty low. See what happens. Jig it a little bit. If I get a bite, then we'll work it. If I don't get nothing, I go a little deeper. A little close to the dock. There's some brush under here. There we go. Our first fish. And it's a little striper, a little baby striper. I thought he felt kind of heavy. We get a shit ton of these little stripers under here. And the stripers will be down on the bottom. About 18, 20 feet right there. Let's let it sink. I don't know if you can see my line. It's just slowly sinking. You like to use these little small baits when it's this cold outside because you got to put it right in front of their face. They don't want to chase it too far because it's cold. If you can get one right in front of their face, they'll eat it. Get back over here by the edge of the dock. They drop down a little deeper than what they are. Ready to win. Another little striper. You know what? These are just so much fun to catch. Because even these little guys fight really hard. But those are good eating if you get some good sized ones. Way down there. Sometimes you watch that line when it's falling. If you know it ain't at the bottom yet and all of a sudden it stops, there's a really good chance there's a fish on there. Hit it. Might have been a cable. There's a lot of cables that run into this dock. It seems like those fish really like to get on those cables and hover around those cables. Usually once you get a fish hook into one of those cables, that's it. You don't usually get it back. You gotta be real careful fishing on this side. I can feel it down there. I notice the line's not drifting towards me. That tells me it's probably, yep, there it is right there. Hit a cable. There's a cable down there. Now I went over the top of it. I'm going to drop it back down. See what happens. I bet there's another little striper in there. Around the cable there for a second. Ooh, a little bit better of a striper than the first two. We'll get your grandpa. Get your grandpa, your daddy. Come on back here. Low, sometimes it'll be high. Put a little split shot on here, get your bait down a little bit faster. Sometimes I do that. I like to let it fall really, really slow. That way if you hit something in a upper in the water column and it sees it falling slow, it might come over and give it a shot, take a hit at it. Bring it up, let it fall down real slow. A couple jigs on there. Bob it up and down, let it fall. I think that's the bottom right there, so we're about as deep as I'm gonna lift it up off the bottom just a tad and work it back up to the column. Nice and slow. There you go, see that little foam? Feels like a little guy. He's way down there. Oh, that's a crappie. Oh, I got a little crappie. A little black crappie at that. We're used to seeing a lot of white crappies on this end of town. Oops, get that down there, buddy. There he goes. See if we see anything on this side here. Let that sucker fall down there. She's still falling, nice and slow. The crappie, they feed up. So once you hit the bottom, there's a pretty good chance you're not going to get a hit from a crappie until you get it up off the bottom a couple feet. It's a little deeper. It's about 25 foot deep right here. This time of year. It's deeper in the summer. Fishy. Something on there. I didn't even know he was on there. Ooh, feisty little guy. Little striper. Them suckers are mean. These little stripers are mean. Dinky. Belly flop. That little guy was on there, I didn't even know it. I didn't feel a hit or nothing. I just started reeling up, and I thought the line was tapping against one of those cables down there. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if you saw, but it went up underneath that boat. Cable right there. Boy, his feels like a much better fish. That's a much better fish there. Yeah, just a little striper. Feels like a giant crappie. These little guys are strong. And they eat really good too, but you gotta get some big ones. I like to eat a big fish. Let's see if we can catch something over here in this corner. Right here. I usually catch crappies over here. There's a ton of cable right here. You can see the spools. But you gotta be careful. The fish will grab it and they'll run underneath those cables. And that's it, you're done. Oop, I might have got it. Oh, I saw the line stop falling. See how he's going underneath that dock? You gotta get him out of there. Oh, he's a good one. Come on out there, buddy. Another little striper. Well, it seems like I always catch a lot of stripers here in the winter. Not necessarily in the summer, but in the winter. You can almost feel the difference between that striper and what a crappie feels like. It hit hard. You feel like you got a monster fish on there. You really don't necessarily have a monster one. of this dock right here. We got a bunch of brush down right here, and then on the other side of this wall right here, there's a bunch too. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, this looks like a crappie, like white crappie, about 10, 11 inches. He'd be a good keeper if we was making a meal. Yeah, maybe 10 inches. Not today. Still a good 15, 20 feet down there is where we're catching them.